Society is trying to make you as soft as possible so that everybody feels good about themselves. But everybody wants to be body positive. Let's celebrate people. Why? They're gonna die because they're.
But was he wrong though? Ladies and gentlemen, ladies, this video is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe. Lerner and Rowe. Ladies and gentlemen, Lerner and Rowe is one of the largest, most recognized law firms with 450 plus legal professionals that are ready to help you 24/7 anywhere in the United States of America. They're focused on helping fight against these insurance companies that try to devalue your injury claim. The truth is, if the insurance companies want to coming after you and trying to nickel and dime you and not giving you what you're worth, there will be no Lerner and Rowe. So if you were involved in a car, a truck, or motorcycle accident and it wasn't your fault, if it was your fault, I don't know what to tell you. But if it wasn't your fault, they can help you. They've been able to collect or recover over $1 billion for their clients in the last 32 years, and they've done more than just about any law firm in the United States of America, period. And there's no fees until you win. Lerner and Rowe is that confident. If they are waiting until you win, because they sure you're going to win, to collect their money. That should tell you something about a law firm, is that they are that confident that you're going to make some bank, that they're willing to wait till you win to collect their money. In a wreck and you need a check, see, I should be a rapper, then you need to get with Lerner and Rowe. All you have to do, the link is in the description section. You go to lernerandrowe.com/YouTube/Officer-Tatum. lernerandrowe.com/YouTube/Officer-Tatum. That link is in the description section if you get everything I say. And also, I want to make this point about Lerner and Rowe, is they're also philanthropic. They help out and they contribute with a big Christian faith-based organization, and that's one thing I love about Lerner and Rowe. So hit the links in the description section, like and subscribe to the channel. Y'all already know what to do. Let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen, and ladies, I want to have a conversation about this coach, which I know he's probably going to get fired because schools, districts, and school systems don't want people to tell the truth. And the truth would actually set you free. Now, I know that there probably will be a problem with the way he went about doing this or the words that he chose to use. But if my kid was in that class, at the most, I would just have a conversation with him about, you know, burnout and frustration, and give them some coaching on not using curse words, because I don't like when people use curse words. But was what he said true? I'll leave it up to you to make the opinion about it. Roll the clip. Let's see what he had to say.
Society is trying to make you as soft as possible so that everybody feels good about themselves. Like if you're fat, whose fault is that? Yours. And I'll tell you that straight up. That's because of the things you put in your mouth. Ain't nobody forcing in your throat. But everybody wants to be body positive. Let's celebrate people. Why? They're gonna die because they're. Yeah, y'all laugh. This is the truth. Again, don't care. You're fat.
It can be genetic.
That's bull. That's a excuse. It can be genetic. Yeah. Guess what? My entire family's. I'm not. I'm one of the most in shape people around here. I do marathons. All my parents. My parents. So is my brother. That's not genetic. That's a excuse. That's okay. That's fine. That's the mindset y'all have. Let's find an excuse. It's somebody else's fault. It's always somebody else's fault. I couldn't get to class, coach. Whatever. It's somebody else's fault. It's not your fault. Take responsibility for yourself. Okay? No one cares, especially when you come to my class. And y'all probably should understand that by now. We're almost 20 weeks into school. Some of y'all still don't understand how it operates. Some of y'all still don't understand if you just turn your work in, you'll pass this class. Okay? The people who do, you're like, yeah, it's easy. I don't see how you're failing. But, I mean, there's over 50% of this class is failing. That's all it is. And that frustrates me as a person, because I just feel like I'm wasting my time talking to a bunch of who don't give a. That's frustrating as a teacher. I wish I could be in my position. They got heads up now because Coach Dippy's throwing the F-bomb out everywhere. It's amazing how many people pay attention now. I need you repeating it. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, y'all pay attention now because I'm fired up. Because it's annoying. 5 minutes ago, most everyone else's head was down. And I'm just talking to a blank audience. That's just...
And this is the state of our school system. I can bet you, as sure as I'm sitting here, that he's probably at a black school. He's probably in an inner city school with mostly black people. I used to go to a school like that. I know what he's talking about because people just don't care. When I was going to school at Dunbar High School, we had a two-tier system in our school. If you wanted an education, you'll go to these classes. You'll be at AP classes. You'll get a really solid education. The regular classes, you can cheat and do whatever. We used to cheat. I used to cheat every time on my spelling test. Miss Turner would watch us cheat. And all she would say is, I see you over there. Put that paper away. We up under the table just cheating hard. I ain't never cheated so hard in my life. I ain't even really trying to hide it. Literally put the spelling papers under my shoe. Roll it out, look at it, write it down. She catch you, she don't even do nothing. She'll just still give you the grade that you got. She'll just tell you to put your paper away. Didn't give a F. In Spanish, they had the AP classes, and most people didn't go to AP classes. They had AP classes where you had a woman that actually spoke Spanish. The regular class was a black lady, como te amo, de hable, and man, I made a B in that class. And I don't know no Spanish. And so it's sad because in these schools, these young people are literally not even participating in their education. And they sitting there with their head down in the bathroom shooting dice. I went to an inner city school. I know. I saw them in there. That's all you hear them. Shooting dice in the bathroom. Gang banging. Fighting. People coming off the street in the school fighting. Dudes pulling guns on each other in the parking lot. But then it's everybody else's fault. And as a teacher, I see his frustration. I wasn't a teacher, but I was in the class, and I'm a grown man, and now I look back and I say, I know teachers probably want to have a stroke. Or they gave up. I don't want to work. Why am I here teaching y'all and y'all don't want to do nothing? But you can't teach them. You can't be strict with them. You can't tell the truth. He just said it. It's like teaching a bunch of idiots that don't want to do anything. It's the truth. And when these young people grow up, they'll realize that what he said is true. You are responsible for your own actions. If you late to school, why are you late? Because you are late. You didn't wake up on time. It's your fault. Why are you not doing well in class? It's your fault. You're not applying yourself. Why you don't make it in life? Why am I in prison? Your decision making is why you're doing that. Don't blame your mom and them. Your decision making. What do you want out of life? You will get what you put into. It's like just like the force of nature. Not force of nature, but I can't think of the term that I'm trying to say. But with every action, there's an opposite and equal reaction. Newton's force, maybe that's what it is. I don't know. I ain't paying attention in school either. However, I understand that with every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. The same applies to your life. If you put a lot of input, you're going to get a lot out of life. You're going to get a lot out of life. Maybe the best analogy would be if you're driving in a sports car, pick your favorite one. Aston Martin Superleggera, which is my favorite. You hit the pedal, you're going to get a response. The more you hit that pedal, the more that turbo is going to kick in, and you're going to get a lot more of a response. If you don't want a lot, just barely tap the pedal. It'll give you a little bit. It'll roar a little bit. You punch that thing to the floor. Now you're rolling. Now traction control got to kick in. I hope we identify these analogies to our lives. You put a lot in, bro, you're going to get a lot out. It may not be right away, but over time, you're going to see a return on your investment in life. You go in, you build yourself as a person. You get a better education. You don't need to go to college to get an education. They got so much stuff online. I literally built a e-commerce store, and I knew nothing about e-commerce, never went to college for it. I did it all on YouTube. Just research. How do you do it? How do you start a Shopify store? How do you do this? How do you do that? All on YouTube. Never paid a single dime for it. All free content on YouTube. You can do whatever you put your mind to in this life, especially if you live in America. If you live in another country, I can't guarantee you nothing. You live in America, bruh, you can do whatever you put your mind to. It's really that simple. And some people haven't figured that out yet, but I'm here to tell you, and I hope that this coach can motivate you to put it in perspective for you. Whether you like how he said it or not, it's true. And if we would teach this from the schools, from the pulpit at the churches, we will have a different society in the next several generations. But we are just wussified everything. Everybody, God is just accept everything you do. And you ain't got to do nothing to go to heaven. You just already going because you just felt like it. That's the way we do it in church today. Because God he already went to the cross. So you don't have to listen to anything he said. You just make up your own mind what you think he was meaning by what you never read. And you're going to go to heaven because you just deserve it. Because everybody deserves a trophy. That's not the way life works, ladies and gentlemen. That's not the way life works. Jesus made it very clear. If you love me, you'll keep my commandments. If you ain't keeping his commandments, that means you don't love him. If you don't love him, how you going to go to heaven? It's really that simple. Same thing in life outside of religion. Same thing with life outside of religion. You got to put in the work if you want something out of it. Anyway, like and subscribe to the channel. See you on the next one. I'm out.